Hello friends, in this series of lectures in database management system, we have already discussed what are functional dependencies and perform exhaustive works on functional dependencies like comparing two functional dependencies and find the minimal cover. And in the last video we have discussed candidate keys and how to compute number of candidate keys. Now before actually starting normalization, first let me give you brief introduction that why we use normalization. As normalization is a process which majorly try to eliminate redundancy, and redundancy is a root cause of number of problems. तो आप process समझना, normalization एक तरीका है redundancy को eliminate करने का, and redundancy is a very severe problem because of which a number of problem occurs. So instead of directly starting normalization, first let me give a brief introduction that what is redundancy and because of redundancy what problem occurs, so that you'll get a better idea that how normalization remove redundancy. Okay, now let me discuss the problem of redundancy with an example. You see, I have already drawn a schema of a table student which contain number of columns or attributes like roll number, name, age, branch ID, branch name, HOD phone number, something. All the informations which are related to student, I have tried to write it in the same table. मतलब जितना भी information मुझे समझ आ रहा है student का, मैंने सबका सब same table पे लिख दिया है. ठीक, अब देखते हैं इससे क्या problem हो सकता है. For example, like first roll number comes, let me say name A, let me say age 20, branch ID let me say 101, computer science, HOD name XYZ, and let me say phone number 123. Now you see, when the next student comes again, for example of branch computer science, let me say name B, age something. Now you say 1 again CS XYZ, and again you have what 1 2 3. Let me say one more student which belongs to branch computer science like 121 101, again CS, again you see XYZ, again 1 with 3. Okay, now you understand. I hope you understand the logic. What is happening whenever a new student of branch computer science come, this all information will get replicated. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रहा है, जब भी आप एक नया इन्फॉर्मेशन लगाते हैं, किसका स्टूडेंट का, एक नया स्टूडेंट अपल आता है, ब्रांच रिलेटेड सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको क्या करना पड़ रहा है, रिपीट करना पड़ रहा है, एंड दैट इज नथिंग बट रिडंडेंसी. व्हाट इज रिडंडेंसी? द सेम पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन इज बीइंग स्टोर्ड इन द टेबल मल्टीपल टाइम्स. इंफॉर्मेशन सिर्फ इतना ही है क्या कि कंप्यूटर साइंस के फॉर एग्जांपल एचओडी का नाम इज XYZ एंड फोन नंबर इज व्हाट 1 2 3, बट यू सी फॉर एवरी स्टूडेंट you have to repeat the same information. Now that is the redundancy. Now you understand, because of redundancy a number of problems arise. Now what are those problems? Actually, let me say there are three major problems which arise due to this redundancy. What? First we called insertion problem or insertion anomaly. You see, I'm not writing the problem, it will take time. You can just pause the video, just go back and repeat the video, you can get the logic. So there are three major problems we have. One is called insertion problem. Now what is insertion problem? You see, whenever a new piece of or a new student come into the table, I have to repeat the another branch information. तो हर स्टूडेंट के लिए इंफॉर्मेशन मुझे सिर्फ क्या एंटर करना है, स्टूडेंट का, बट स्टूडेंट की वजह से ब्रांच का पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन मुझे क्या करना पड़ रहा है, रिपीट. नाउ दैट इज नथिंग बट इंसर्शन प्रॉब्लम और इंसर्शन एनोमली. मींस फॉर अ piece of information you have to repeat or you have to enter some extra information. It is called insertion problem. Now you understand this thing. Deletion, for example, if I try to delete the information, now you understand information and branch they are separate entity, but you see जैसे जैसे मैं स्टूडेंट का इंफॉर्मेशन डिलीट करता जाऊंगा और जैसे ही मैं लास्ट स्टूडेंट का इंफॉर्मेशन डिलीट करूंगा, you see what will happen, automatically the information about the branch will delete. Yes or no? Yes. Now that is a problem. You see, अगर किसी इंफॉर्मेशन को डिलीट करने की वजह से अनइंटेंशनली कोई दूसरा इंफॉर्मेशन डिलीट हो रहा है, now that is called deletion anomaly or deletion problem. So I was trying to delete student information, but because of which the branch information will also get deleted. अगर मैं सारे स्टूडेंट डिलीट करता हूँ तो. And the third is modification problem. Now what is that? You see, for example, if I want to change the HOD name, you see current HOD name is XYZ. For example, let me change to what PQR. Now you understand there's only a single change in a piece of information. That HOD name of computer science branch now becomes what? PQR. But now you understand there's a single piece of modification, but it is required to be done in every table or in every tuple which contains the HOD name. एक information change करने के लिए आपको हर रो में change करना पड़ेगा. Now that is called what? Modification problem. और ऐसा क्यों हुआ? Because of redundancy. You see, when you want to change a single piece of information but you have to apply it number of times, then it is called modification problem. And you understand one more thing, sometime redundancy also leads to inconsistency. Now what is that? You understand, if in one tuple I got a success and I changed the HOD name to what? PQR, but if in the remaining two tuples the value remains same, now you understand what will happen. Sometimes you say the name is XYZ and sometimes you say the name is what? PQR. Now that is called inconsistency. Now what is inconsistency? When a same piece of data have different value at different locations. So you see, redundancy is the main root cause. एक इंफॉर्मेशन को आप बार बार रिपीट करो जिससे बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम होते हैं. नया इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर करने में प्रॉब्लम, डिलीट करने में प्रॉब्लम और मॉडिफिकेशन में प्रॉब्लम. नाउ वी विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई दिस रिडंडेंसी हैपेंड हियर. Now understanding why this redundancy happened here, because what you have done, you have tried to write every information about the student in the same table. आपने क्या करने की कोशिश की कि भाई जितना भी स्टूडेंट का इंफॉर्मेशन हमारे पास है ना, सबको सब उठाओ और एक ही टेबल के अंदर लिख दो. You see, स्टूडेंट का एज, नेम, ब्रांच, that is okay, but you see HOD name, HOD phone number. Now you see a branch is a different entity and a student is a different entity. और हम क्या कर रहे हैं, सारा का सारा इंफॉर्मेशन उठा के सेम टेबल में रख रहे हैं. Now you understand one thing, normalization is a process to remove redundancy. And while removing redundancy, what normalization concentrate on, एक टेबल के अंदर कितना इंफॉर्मेशन होना चाहिए, means what is the ideal size of a table, how much attribute a table should have. For example, in English we say what is a paragraph. You tell me how many lines a paragraph should have. Should it contain 1 line, 20 line, 100 line, 1000 line? You see, there is nothing called standard size of a paragraph. A paragraph denotes a single idea, and when an idea change, the writer changes the paragraph. The same logic applies on what? A relational table. A relational table should represent a single idea. तो एक सिंगल पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन होना चाहिए, एंड व्हेन द आइडिया चेंजेस सो डज द टेबल. तो इसका मतलब हमको क्या करना है, स्टूडेंट का सारा इंफॉर्मेशन भाई एक टेबल में ही रखना है. अगर स्टूडेंट का ब्रांच एक टेबल में नहीं रखना है. अगर स्टूडेंट का ब्रांच और स्टूडेंट का HOD फोन नंबर एंड HOD नेम, दैट डिफरेंट पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, सो लेट मी राइट देम इन डिफरेंट टेबल. मीन्स व्हाट? नाउ एवरी टेबल मस्ट कंटेन अ सिंगल आइडिया. हाउ कैन आई डू सो? फॉर एग्जांपल, नाउ लेट मी ब्रेक दिस टेबल. लेट मी से, लेट मी हैव टू टेबल लाइक रोल नंबर, नेम, एज, and let me say branch ID. Now that is one table, and suppose let me say branch ID, then branch name, whatever it is, and then HOD name, and then phone number. Okay, now that is a different piece of table. Now you see, again if I want to enter the same piece of information, अभी देखते क्या होता है. Now 1A20 101, 2B19 again 101, and 3C21 101. But for a surprise, you see here only in a single row. So what you have done, now suppose that is a student table, that is a branch table. Now instead of writing the entire logic in a single table, what I have done, I have decomposed the table into two tables. Now this is called student and this is called branch. This contains information only about the student and tell a relationship between student and branch with the help of this branch ID. You see, this is a primary key here, and let me quote you that that is a foreign key which refers to the primary key of the next table. Please pardon me, till now I do not have posted any video on foreign key, so later I'll give independent video on foreign key. Okay, now foreign key is something which represents relation. For now you understand relationship represent करने के काम आ रहा है. तो now you see just you have to write what 101 और दूसरे टेबल में 101 या ये पूरा का पूरा ब्रांच इंफॉर्मेशन आपको अलग अलग रिप्रेजेंट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो now you see when you have decomposed the table, the problem is solved, and now the branch information is written in for only once, so there is no redundancy. And when there is no redundancy, all the other problems will be will be deleted automatically or will be removed automatically. Okay, so from this example what we have learned is normalization is a process of eliminating redundancy from the system. I have also explained why redundancy happens. So you understand redundancy कब होता है, जब आप सारा का सारा इंफॉर्मेशन एक टेबल में रखने की कोशिश करोगे तो एक इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए दूसरी इंफॉर्मेशन आपको रिपीट करनी पड़ेगी. वो ना करनी पड़े इसका तरीका क्या है, you divide the table up to an extent so that every table contains a single idea. हर टेबल के अंदर अगर सिंगल पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन होगा तो सिस्टम में रिडंडेंसी नहीं होगी, और रिडंडेंसी नहीं होगी तो ऑटोमेटिकली बाकी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स एलिमिनेट ऑटोमेटिकली होती चली जाएंगी. नाउ यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. टू रिमूव रिडंडेंसी आई यूज नॉर्मलाइजेशन, एंड देयर आर certain forms, normal forms I am going to discuss in the next video. First normal form, then we'll go to second normal form, then we'll go to third normal form, and then we'll go to what, BCNF. Okay, I hope all of you understand this thing, but you understand that is a one process of normalization, because from first normal form to BCNF we go or we apply normalization, and what is the tool we will use is functional dependency. तो आप एक बात समझना, इससे आगे भी normal form होती हैं, that is called fourth normal form or fifth normal form, but for that we do not have the advantage of functional dependency. मैं आपको क्या बता रहा हूँ, redundancy eliminate करने के लिए हम normalization use करते हैं, but normalization use करने के लिए और apply करने के लिए हम किस tool को use करेंगे, तो functional dependency is the tool. और हमें कोई problem नहीं है, because in the last videos we have done a lot of homework on what functional dependency. So now that hard work will give us certain advantage. So I'll use now functional dependency and will decompose the schema from first, second, third, and then what, to BCNF. After the schema is decomposed of to BCNF, then I'll discuss different properties based on which we'll understand what is fourth normal form or fifth normal form. Okay, now as far as normal form is concerned, let me brief you one logic. Basically, as far as your competitive exam is concerned, GATE, NET, PSU, whatever it is, they'll concentrate only on identification of normal form. So एक टेबल आपके पास लिखा होगा, functional dependencies giving होंगी, और आपको just बताना कि वो कौन सी normal form में है. But as far as your university exam is concerned, those students who are still in their BTech or BSc Computer Science, BCA, whatever it is, so now you see they ask a different question, what, consider a schema, find the normal form, and if it is not in BCNF or 3NF, then apply normalization and take it to BCNF or 3NF. मीन्स दो तरह के क्वेश्चन हमारे पास है. पहला जो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम में ज़्यादातर पूछता है, सिर्फ आपसे बात करेगा ये टेबल आपके पास है, बताओ नॉर्मल फॉर्म क्या है. एंड सेकंड क्वेश्चंस विल बी व्हाट, पहले आप नॉर्मल फॉर्म आइडेंटिफाई करो, और अगर वो थर्ड नॉर्मल फॉर्म या BCNF में नहीं है तो आप उसको BCNF तक लेके आओ. सो I'll work on both type of questions, so that whether you are in university, you are giving university exam or competitive exams, you can answer. Okay.